take two because, as you know, gremlins live in my tech, so they like to give us a hard time. So welcome back to a balmy, like I said, I think it's now up to 95 degrees since the last 10 minutes when we tried going live, degrees here in Tampa, Hyde Park, Florida. We are in front of Lululemon, so I just want to give a shout out to my local Lululemon team. Thank you so much for your support and hosting us and also outfitting us so nicely for our run today. And also thank you to Westcoast Brace and Limb for allowing me to work with Daymon, and also for loaning me wonderful Kelly, who's in the back, keeping all of our tech working, which is wonderful. So thank you to both. So we got to catch up. Yeah. It's been about a month or two since we've worked together. We've had a little hiatus there. So for those of you who haven't seen any of our videos with Daymon, Daymon is, number one, the very good looking below the knee model in my Cosi Talk Strong Body series. Ta-da! So show off a little bit. Right. And then he's also been an amputee now for 10 years, right? And it's been that long since he ran. Longer. 15 years.
Actually ran, yes.
Right? So we were finally starting to get back on track, right? So a couple of months ago, we started videos on how to get back into running, right? Things you need to take into consideration between your skin health, your socket, your prosthesis, your strength, everything, because running is a pretty intense sport on the human body, right? So we ran into a couple of snags in the beginning, right? Skin issues. So everybody has their own thing that might be holding them back. And in Daymon's case, it was skin. He's got some skin issues on the bottom of the residual limb, right?
Tore some skin, overdid it, and tore some skin just around the tibial area due to friction. Didn't pace myself correctly, but you live and learn, right?
Right. And so he took care of that, got it nice and healed. We added a suspension sleeve to his whole setup. Right now he's using the All Pro, which is a wonderful starter foot for just learning how to run. It's also a wonderful walking foot. That's kind of why I really love this foot, because you can really...
It's an all-purpose foot.
It really is an all-purpose foot. So later on down the line, we might be progressing to a more traditional running blade scenario, but for now, this is working out nicely. And tell us what you've done, like recently. You just had a 12-minute...
Actually, I believe I ran my first mile a couple of weeks ago without stopping, because before I was running in increments of about 4 sets, 3 to 4 minutes each, and completed my first mile, like I said, a couple of weeks ago. So I'm proud of myself. Feels good.
Yeah. So but it's taken, guys. I want you to notice it's taken about 3 to 4 months to build up to this point. But now once he's reached that 1 mile, that for me is kind of a good, big truck coming through. It's a good marker, and now we can start building his distance. And then once we've built up, I'm kind of aiming for a 3 miles for you. So once we build you up to those 3 miles, once we build up to the 3 miles, then we're really going to start working on speed work and getting pace time and everything in. But for now, it's just slowly building that distance in. Again, we want to still take care of his skin. We're still going to be watching it. And we also want to let his muscles get the chance to get acclimated to the forces of running. So what we're going to be doing today, oh gosh, we're going to melt. I'm not going to lie, we're going to melt today, but it's going to feel good. Hurt me good, right? Okay, so we're going to go and take a mile jog, and we're going to keep it, for those of you who are my running nerds out there, we're going to keep it at an 11 to 12 minute pace. So a very, very slow pace to get the 1 mile in. We're going to stop. We're going to check his skin, give it a minute to rest, and then we'll do a second mile. And then depending on how that second mile goes, if we're still standing, we might do a third mile, just depending on how things are going. But we're going to take breaks in between, watching his skin the entire time. Yes? Yeah? We got this? Okay. This is going to be probably one of the last runs where I can still keep up with his pace, because he's moving quickly. All right, guys. As always, thank you for joining us today. If you have any questions, we'll be linking some of our really lovely gear in the comments section, so you guys can check it out. It's keeping us cool, and believe me, here in Florida, we need this right now. So again, thank you to Lululemon for graciously hosting us, and thank you to Westcoast Brace and Limb, and we will catch you guys on the next one.